5 years has passed since the destruction of Mechagodzilla and Godzilla against Kong. Things are peaceful in the world. Balance is restored. No threats have popped in the earth. Everything seems calm. Within Tokyo, within Japan, Muzutafu, Inko proceeded to think. She knew what she wanted. It was obvious. She just needed to figure out how. Doing all the research, everything. As she proceeded to dig through. Going through everything that she knew. Papers and things laying on the ground. She was changed, different. She proceeded to look at papers around her. She proceeded to put up, pictures and notes. And then she started to mumble, muttering under her breath as Misty proceeded to answer as she proceeded to look at her best friend, who was visibly different now. She slimmed down once again, but she looked well. She kept herself healthy after Misty got her to do that for her own health. And the two had been working on a case for the past, almost 10 years. It's almost been 10 years since Izuku has, died. And she wanted to know where her son went. She needed to know. She proceeded to put a photo of, her son on a picture of him in the middle school as proceeding to look at it. I know where he is. Inko simply said as Misty proceeded to look. This is outlandish, Inko. I think you're going a bit overboard. Misty. Izuku is alive. Misty proceeded to look at her best friend and saying, he's been dead for 10 years. There's no evidence to say he's alive. He was reported to jump off a building, as Inko simply says. But there was no evidence showing he jumped off the building. And also, Viable says otherwise. He was nowhere near the top of a rooftop building. What I do know where he was simple. He was at that attack. He was attacked by that villain. The same villain who tried to kill your son. That sludge thing, yes, I remember. Almost took Koski. Yes. She proceeded to bring her friend along as she proceeded to unravel a whole of pictures of, Gojira. Why are these pictures of Godzilla? What's going on, Inko? Misty proceeds to say, wondering if her friend lost it completely. My Izuku is Gojira. He's Godzilla. What? Inko, if you've lost it, he's not. He is. I know he is. You want to know why? How I know? Okay. How? Izuku's always had a knack for saving people. A knack, something that was always about saving others. And that's true. He loved saving people's lives and helping others. That's always been him. But at times he said weird words that I never understood. When he was younger, There was an incident. He was at the playground playing with other children. And the kids were picking on him. He didn't seem to care. I saw it because I followed him that day. But then when they switched their attention to another child, he changed. He seemed different. You see, they protect him like the Izuku I know and allow them to beat on him. But simply they said he was no use for them. They wanted to go after the child. Then the words that came out of his mouth were totally anomaly. Like to the Izuku I remember, he said balance must be restored. It must be kept together. Peace between everything and nature. And those who break the balance will surrender or die. And that was the very first time I ever saw him be violent. He really hurt those kids. But the thing that caught my attention was his eyes. They weren't a beautiful emerald or green. They were a fiery orange. Nothing like his eyes were. And when he came home, he was incredibly warm. His skin was heating. I thought he had a fever. His eyes were still orange at the time. Then he went unconscious. I took him to the hospital and asked what was happening. They simply said he had a fever. I asked for a check for a quirk. They said he's still quirkless. Then you have this. You have the sludge villain attack. Then out of nowhere, a kaiju appeared and attacked Katsuki and the sludge villain. And then you have Gojira's first appearance ever in over 50 years. Or 70, I forget. 70 years, he pops in and attacks the sludge villain. The kaiju and the villain disintegrated them both in saving Katsuki, but taken out by All Might and flees. My boy is Gojira. I know it. You're saying he's Gojira. I know he's Gojira because when I took him home that day, there were bumps on his back. In a row, pattern going down his back in a row of 3. It's always been there. I could never understood why, but they were always there. But they never showed, always staying hidden, but if you look carefully, they were noticeable. So if he was Godzilla this whole time, then why did he react? Why did he not awaken his power earlier? I don't know. I have a feeling that Katsuki knows, though. Katsuki would know. I have a feeling that he knew. Never told us at all. So you're saying he hid that Izuku's alive? Yes. And we demand some answers, simply, as Misaki simply says. Yes. Demand some answers. Alright then. What are we waiting for? Let's go to the Monarch base. I'm getting my son back today. And nothing's gonna stop me. As the woman simply said, as they proceeded to make their way to the monarch base. Within the oceans, a sleeping titan would proceed to sleep, but then awaken as it was irritated now, as the blue glow was shining upon its eyes, as it proceeded to rise. Or submerged, appearing from the waters below, as roaring out angrily would show as Godzilla. As it snarls, as it proceeded to make its way towards the direction of an appearance of feeling far away. As once we arrive at Rome, Scylla proceeding to wander. As proceeding to see Godzilla in the distance. The Gojira roaring at her as the two titans proceeded to give an unknown sign as charging at each other. Godzilla rushing in, shoulder bashing her, along with grabbing her and spinning her around, throwing her into a couple of buildings. Proceeding to running after the creature as before it can get up, jumping into the air as its heavy body proceeded to pin it down. Still in an attempt of defense, would proceed to attach its tendril-like appendages around the beast's mouth, preventing it from using any weapons, hoping to push it off. As the beast's dorsal plate started to glow, the humming of power proceeded to release. As some would flash, others would hum with internal designs, and a couple of heat up with pressure of heat. Another would have red veins glowing blue, and certain dorsal plates would start to pop out like a tank clocking in, as a flow of electric current proceeded to flow through the plates on its back, forming right in front of the mouth, as the last of the cocking dorsal plates would crack in, as smashing into his back, as releasing the energy, as several forms of energy rings proceeded to form out from its mouth. As releasing the energy, as it proceeded to go through Syl's body, as exploding within a shower of guts and gore. The Titan proceeded to be bathed in the green blood. Gojira proceeded to roar out, finding his opponent dead. It's marvelous to watch as Titan, the large beast, proceeded to laying in a coliseum, sleeping. Good. He's resting. Resting as it is. What about Kong? He's doing fine. There is a signal coming through. That's good. As long as Kong is in the Hollow Earth and Godzilla is protecting the surface, everything should be fine. Nothing should go wrong. Galaxy proceeded to walk and say, give me the status details. Our king over here has just defeated Scylla a few hours ago and is now resting. Good. Alright. And the monkey, Kong is doing fine. Got a tooth replacement just recently, a few hours ago. Came on the surface. I'm surprised he didn't feel that. Well, I'm also surprised as well, but him going around and just doing his thing as the king, keeping things in check, is his job, so he might allow this one to slip through. Interesting. And we're getting these readings. What's this? As Coxie simply says. Some readings upon signals. Dr. Andrews, along and a couple of her team, went down to Hollower to find it, to investigate where it's coming from. Okay, she also has him with her. Huh. So, Denton's monster really went down with her. Yep. He also took her buddy. Oh. Doesn't he make a podcast? What's it called? Kaiju Mayhem, something like that. Yes, true. But they're down there. They should be fine. God, this has been on. Whatever you say. As in the monster proceeded to rush towards Koski's. Sir, there are some people. People? What about, who are they? One's your mother. Great. The old hag. Bring them in. As CBC as his aunt and his mother, Koski. So, we'll bring you to Monarch's base. Mother, we need to talk. I don't know what's that for. It's about our problem. Our 10-year problem that needs to be solved. You see this, you can see standing down a photo of Zuko as Cox knew what it's about. Follow me. They proceed to go to a private room. The room as you proceed to lock the door and simply say, all right, what is this about? Well, I have a hunch what it's about, but, well, what do you want to know? Why did you not tell us? Tell you what? Eddie Zuko's Godzilla. I don't know what you're talking about, Nancy. As the boy simply proceeded to look away. You're lying. Why are you lying currently? Cause simply looked this. Izuku Midori has been deceased for 10 years. He jumped off the roof of a building. There's no way that the Titanis Gojira. There's no possible way for that to happen. You're lying. As Inko Super said. As she just slammed down a couple of the photos. You sure about that? Because Izuku was spotted in that crowd 10 years ago. That should be impossible. Kaki Super says, any of the evidence that you're looking for is not possible. It could have been someone else. Or it could be someone's quirk that makes them look like a person. Stop bullshitting, as she simply snarled. I'm not bullshitting. People have quirks that makes them look different. Take example for Shoto Todoroki, Endeavor's son. He is half hot, half cold. It also affects his genetics. White and red hair, like his mother and father. Traits that come from their quirks. So, as Misi Simpa says, this could have been someone who currently had a quirk that had, well, anything. Could have been Earth and could have been planetary control and Earth or something else. Or they could have dyed their hair. Izuku Midori has been dead. He jumped off a roof of a building. Simple as that. He's not Gojira. You keep lying. Wanna know how I know you're lying? Guess Nico Super said. How? It's all the looks in your eyes. I can see it. I can see the guilt within you. It's tearing you apart from the inside. Simply, you don't want to tell the truth. You might as well tell us now. As the door would open, as before Costa could say anything, as Kirishima would enter, oops, bad time. No. Simply as Kirishima entered this, saying, Esposito simply whispered, "What? Shit. Alright. Tell people to evacuate the area. Roger. What's going on is, Macy simply says, Godzilla's on the move. To where? Currently, he's in Italy. Absorbing radiation. As they proceed to follow Koski, seeing a showing of, the Titan, as he was currently absorbing the energy, his dorsal plates proceeded to glow brightly, pulsing with power as they started to glow blue, as his whole body started to shimmer with that same shade of blue. As fireall weaponry, now. As weapons proceeded to attack him, as he stopped and turned towards them, roaring at them aggressively. He proceeded to swipe one out the air, another proceeding to use his tail to swipe on one before he can fire another. Stop hurting him. He's almost invulnerable, quite literally. Nothing can hurt him. That's my cocktail. Your son is dead. What you're looking for is not him. You really think that's your son right there? Look. As they proceed to watch this image of Izuku's body, Izuku glowing brightly, as the time of radiation started to glow brightly, as his body would heat up, similar to a stage of quite literally when he's glowing, quite literally like similar to thermonuclear Godzilla, but glowing blue. He released his blue energy as currents of electricity would cackle around, flying as destroying everything around in the surrounding area. Proceeding to roar out loud, as proceeding to turn around and go back to enjoy the radiation. If you think that's your son, you're wrong. He's not Izuku Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya is dead. Simple as that. Godzilla's temperatures are increasing. His radiation charge is going off the map. He's leaving. Where's the next radiation is probably going to hit? A bit far, but by this time he should, whatever he's doing, he's doing something. Tell him. Give me everything. What he's doing, where he's going. As Katsu proceeded to simply leave the room, as Kirishima simply say he's preparing himself. What? As Missy simply says. Simply looking at just Bakugo's mother as simply saying he's preparing himself for a battle. Battle, as Inko simply says. I only seen him do this once before. Well, not like this, as he's going around absorbing energy, but, well, he's only ever on the move for when a threat is on its way or when he has some drama to deal with us humans. As he goes out, he doesn't do two things. One, he's preparing for a threat, or two, he has beef with us. As in, he destroys a city to release pent-up aggression, I think. I'm not sure. That's what I think. So what he's preparing for, I don't know. But he proceeded to give them a paper. But these signs are enough to say, whatever's making that stink, these frequencies, he can hear them. And he's preparing. And this means a war. War, as Inko says, my son's preparing for war. And I'll be honest with you, Miss Midoriya. Bakugura might not say it, but yes, Izuku Midoriya is Gojira. I know I'm not supposed to say this to you, so I'm was ordered not to, but you deserve the truth. He's only doing this because, well, it's quite simple. He knows anything left of the Izuku Midoriya you raised as a young boy is probably long gone. No, he's still there. I know he is. I really hope so too. But the likelihood of that is very low. 10 years has been acting like not a human, but more of an animal. I'm not saying he's a dumb animal, I'm saying he probably doesn't even know that he was once human. Or he only probably thinks of himself as Gojira because that's probably the only thing he can remember himself as. Not as Izuku Midoriya, but just the Titanus Gojira. I'm sorry. He proceeded to turn as they proceeded to leave. Proceeding to follow the Titan, the large Gojira proceeded to do more radiation. After finishing up, he had enough. Not enough. Izuku needed to know one thing. He had to prep. That threat, he can feel it more than ever. It's getting closer and closer. Shit. At this point in time, he won't be prepared enough. Only one thing he can do. The poles. They probably have enough radiation. He proceeded to dive into the waters. It was making its way towards the Arctic. As the submarine nearby proceeded to arrive here, we arrived at Godzilla's destined location. But where is he? Not sure. But then they felt a shake of tremor as seeing a blue ray of energy proceeding to pierce into the ice as it proceeded to expand, melting. Seeing Godzilla proceeding to use his atomic weaponry to his advantage, Izuku proceeded to use a thin, proceeding to melt and cut the ice as proceeding to use his disability as he proceeded to charge up his atomic breath as firing it yet again. Then a Titan proceeded to pop in as snarling. Izuku saw this as snarling back, Tiamat. Yet again, he's got to deal with this bitch. She proceeded to rush forward as Izuku proceeded to snarl. The two proceeded to roar each other as Tiamat attacked them. She proceeded to wrap herself around Izuku's struggling this, thrashing upon her side as cutting into her. She proceeded to bite into his neck, grabbing into his gills. He proceeded to roar in pain as the next thing he did was proceed to grab into her, tearing a piece of her flesh out. She proceeded to rebel, as in doing so, trying to eat his head whole, as putting around her fins around him, as he proceeded to glow, humming as releasing his full heat ray ability, as proceeding to using a spiral heat ray. Spiral ray as the attack will proceed to penetrate through the ice as cutting into it. As the attack stopped, as an explosion would happen, as chunks of, T-mat would surface. Izuku rising from the water is roaring out loudly. The bitch didn't want to move, so put her down. As simply diving underneath once again, swimming into the ice. He killed Tiamat, as one soldier simply says. He's more aggressive than before. Whatever's happening must be very serious for him to do this. Izuku proceeded to enter the cave, seeing the radiation within. Seeing them colors of, pink. Pink all over. Everywhere. He proceeded to absorb the energy. As the energy proceeded to fill his body. As he felt the radiation absorbing everything within. What is Godzilla doing right now, currently? Godzilla is currently absorbing the radiation within, the general area. The radiation charts are going down. They're lowering. He's absorbing every inch of that area. Well, this is a hot mine, basically. Let me guess. As he seemed to turn to Kirishima, you told him, yeah. Inca pursued Skalikoski. I don't know why he decided to keep that up. As simply, they were in a private room as he proceeded to look at his aunt, saying, to protect you from this. The truth hurts, Auntie. I know. I'm sorry for lying to you, but sometimes it's just better not to tell the truth. I deserve to know. Not this type of truth. You don't deserve this one. Do you really like to see your son see the nerd like this? See Ezekiel this way? Because this is not the way you would want to memorize him, remember him by. Tell me, do you recognize your son anywhere in that creature? Tell me. You might know he might have been once Izuku Midoriya, but is Izuku Midoriya still in there? Really, tell me, look in my eyes, and tell me where have you seen Izuku Midoriya deep within that kaiju soul? If you peered into his eyes, and I have, I didn't see it. All I saw was a giant titan. I might have saw a glimpse of him in there somewhere, but I didn't see any recognition in his eyes. All I saw me as was a pest, something smaller than him that he didn't care about. And I'm sure if he saw you, he would do the exact same thing. He's not in there. And if he was, he's probably deep within the subconscious, in the back of that thing's mind. Any cases of him taking control is very low. He'd probably be long gone by now. And the Titan mind is taken over. Izuku Midoriya is gone. All that's left is Titanus Gojira. Give me whereabouts. What's going on in Hollow Earth? We're not sure yet, but we got a reading from as well. Basically, Kong has found others. Others? Yes, others of his species. Fought some ape called the Scar King and got his ass handed to him by something else. We don't know what. They said some frost titan. And now it's just on its way to the surface. Trying to get its way to the surface. Still not sure. Still pending. But that's all we got. Okay. We don't got that much time anyways. Alright. Simply, he's doing what he can. A few hours to go by as they proceed to wait for any readings. As immediately they saw the Titan awakened, the ice started to crack underneath as a bright pink, hot pink glow started to emanate from the ice. As, well, the large Titan proceeded to roar out, free from, well, his confines. He looked totally different. His body structure was slimmer, having more body shape like Final Wars. His scales were not fully charcoal black, but they were like a grayish green color. And his dorsal plates were, well, a pinkish, whitish, purplish color. Jagged, like, and his dorsal plates were large and jagged, sharper than before. And there were, well, thalamizer on the end of his long tail. And the armor plating was, well, sharpened. Quite literally, his skin looked like it had individual blade-like objects piercing out of his skin. His throat and neck were covered in thorny like armor plating, along with his gills. And he had a sharper crown of spikes on his head that were larger, almost close to horns. As the giant Titan proceeded to stop roaring, he proceeded to snarl and breathing heavily. He kind of looks like he has horns, Kirshi says. Kind of. But let's just hope he's doing what he needs to do. He looks like a giant porcupine in a way. Nice. I like the pink dorsal. I like the dorsal plates too. Purple and pink. The insides are pink, and while the rest of it is purple. Nice color. It's whatever. We need to move on from that. Where is he heading? Gaza. And the direction he's heading towards is Gaza. What's going on in Gaza? We're not sure yet. Godzilla proceeded to make its way towards Gaza as Zuko proceeded to swim. Once he arrived, he proceeded to climb his way up on a mountain, standing tall upon it. People started to freak out seeing him there. He was massive, just bigger than before. Does it look like he doubled in size? Yeah. And he's 20 times stronger. What's his radiation charge? He's absorbed 20 times more radiation than he standardly does. So, he basically just supercharged himself. Beyond supercharge, when he's supercharged, he's at least 5 times stronger than before. But now, the reading saying is 20 times over. 20 times over. Jesus Christ. As Cockles looks shocked. So, Kirshim says, do we give this guy, just give him a new name? What? Yeah, like evolved Godzilla. What are you talking about? As Katsu looked at Kirishima. He's not supercharged, nor is he in that burning state, that overheating state that Sarazawa did when he was like a thermonuclear bomb. So he basically just evolved. Sure, why not? Larger arms, larger claws, dorsal plates on his forearms, dorsal plates on his shoulders, small dorsal plates on his shoulders, and quite literally armor-like spikes protruding out of his skin like a living porcupine, and sagamizers on his tail. 6, 3 on each side of the tail. Longer tail, maybe by another 50 meters. Crazy. And his height has increased by another, 50 meters. Larger than the, 100.19 meters that he was once. He's at least at least 100 point, close to 200 meters. Nowhere near, but close. Pretty big. I think he's at least 400 feet tall. That's crazy. Or is he still 300? I'm still not sure, because Christian's run a test, see how large he is. You proceed to watch as he proceeds to scout out. This Inca says, what is he doing? I don't know. His costume says it looks like he's scouting out. Izuku proceeded to peer over. He heard something in the distance as his ears would twitch. Titan alpha call. And it's coming from that fucking ape. He proceeded to jump off the large mountain, diving into the waters below, making his way towards. As everyone saw him do that, as Kirishima simply dropped the tablet he had in his hand. I don't remember him ever, doing that before. He could jump, but not like that. He has better mobility. Holy shit, he has better mobility. They proceed to watch him go through bridges, completely destroying them. Where is he heading? As he simply asked. A few meters, or at least 100 clicks away, is Kong. He's doing an alpha call. Shit, as Kasi simply says. What? As Inko simply says. The last time those two met up, it was almost the end of Kong. Yeah, quite literally, Kong got his ass whooped. Bad. Oh yeah, I remember that, he simply says. It was all over the news. I was waiting for Izuku. Well, I guess the monkey's history, or he's going to see the banana world. I don't know. Kasi simply says, Kirishima says, he has the beast glove on him. What? They proceed to just zoom in on Kong's arm. What is that? As Inko simply says, that's the prototype. The beast gauntlet. How did he get the beast gauntlet? Whatever happened to him inside probably damaged him pretty badly. What is this beast gauntlet? It enhances his Titan strength by a couple folds. And we gave it ability for an extra punch. And this, how does he stack up to Izuku now? He might stand a chance. If he had this axe with him, I think they would be equal. I think. I haven't seen how how Gojira would do it actually, and if the nerd would kill him at all. This Kong saw Gojira in the distance, seeing the large titan. He proceeded to look as proceeding to reach out a hand, looking back at the Hollow Earth portal as saying, "Shit, I gotta get Godzilla into the portal." But how do I do that without him freaking out? He's rushing at me. Okay, Godzilla, I need your help. Before he can do that, wait, hold on. As the two crashed through the pyramid, as Kong proceeded to be grabbed, as being thrown, he proceeded to struggle, seeing the large titan as trying to crush it with his large foot, as quite literally he had to get up quickly before he got his head caved in. As you can proceed to see Kong as rushing forward yet again, attacking Kong as biting on his metal on the beast glove, chomping in. You're pokey. You're quite literally sharper. Kong proceeded to throw him off as proceeded charging yet again. Kong proceeded to have enough as he proceeded to clench his fist as the gauntlet proceeded to unhinge a mechanism part as he proceeded to uppercut Godzilla. As he proceeded to knock himself over. Kong proceeded to see this as as he proceeded to drag him, grab his tail, proceeding to grab the large tail and drag him. Izuka proceeded to turn his head with a smile-like grin on his face. You son of a bitch. You're gonna pay for that, monkey boy. Uh-oh. As Kong started to hear a humming, high-pitched sound. As he saw the pink dorsal plate starting to glow, pink dorsal plate started to glow brightly. The pink would hum. The light pink would hum as a tint of a darker pinkish-like color purplish-like color proceeded to glow with the energy. As it proceeded to right all the way to Izuku's dorsal head, as he proceeded to fire his ray. Firing the ray at Kong, he proceeded to barely dodge the ray. As proceeding to grab the ape, as lifting him up in the air, as pile slamming him down upon the ground. Getting up once again, and stepping on the monkey's chest repeatedly, again and again and again. As his dorsal plate started to glow brightly, the pink glow would proceed to happen as Izuku proceeded to fire his ray. Inka being shot that Izuku was about to kill Kong for just trying to get his help. But before he can do just that, a force pushed him off of Kong. Izuku getting his ass knocked over, proceeding to look at a titan who did it, seeing Mothra. She proceeded to look as enough. Kong proceeded to get up, seeing the moth. Is that a spider? She proceeded to glare at Kong as Kong proceeded saying, "Well, no, that's not a spider." Goji. He took proceeded to look at her, saying, "I haven't seen you over 5 years. You haven't aged at all." He was amazed by her beauty as simply turning towards the monkey. "Why'd you stop me, though?" Scar's back. What? He's on his way to the hall. On his way to the portals right now as we speak. We need to move. He has Shima with him. Izuku simply looked seriously at Kong. I have to work with this monkey. Yes, you need to work with Kong. I know you don't like it, but please. As he looked at the Mothra is simply saying, "Fine, I will work with you." Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. You proceed to look at Kong as proceed to look at Mothra and proceed to roar out to the heavens as Kong fall along with Mothra as they proceed to make their way towards the Hollow Earth entry point. What are you waiting for? Send jets after them. As Inko simply says, that's unable to do that. Why not? Inko simply says. Because any of our technology up here won't be able to survive the Hollow Earth entry point. They won't even make it through to the other side. Special technology needs to be done for that. So you're saying they're going to go in blind by themselves? Well, yeah. Cox says, you have quite literally the king of the monsters with Kong and Mothra. Who's going to overthrow them? They'll be fine. I hope. Kirishima says, and don't worry. I think we have a pretty good shot of, well, Kong beating his ass. Beating whatever's down there's ass with Godzilla. So, it should be fine. Alright then. Fine. You work on, we'll just wait. Yeah, just gotta wait. Scorpion proceeded to make his way forward. He proceeded to destroy the barrier. As seeing the Hollow Earth entry point smiling at this, he finally arrived. Finally, he can make it to the surface world and finally conquer. He proceeded to see something popping out one of the portals. Those smashing down farther away from him. I hear a familiar roar. A roar so familiar, so long forgotten to time. There shouldn't be any way possible. He had a look of fear, then it turned to rage and anger. Godzilla. As then he proceeded to see Godzilla and Kong running at him. He proceeded to tell Shimo to rush forward. She proceeded to go reluctantly as the two would charge in. Izuku proceeded, get on my back, Kong. Move. Kong proceeded to follow along immediately as jumping upon his back as... So they proceeded to jump into the air, each of them, as preparing to clash. When the two pyramids in the distance proceeded to crash into each other, causing gravity to disappear. As the four titans proceeded to fight. Izuku seeing Kong after him, he proceeded to throw one to the side, using a rock on the platform to proceeded to do a tail swipe with such good maneuverability, which should be impossible for a titan as large as his size. He proceeded to hop to another Torishima as proceeding to attack her. Charging into her as proceeding to push her down. Izuku proceeded to flip over as charging in as he proceeded to slam his tail upon the ground, rushing forward as swimming towards her. You see if I hooray at him as freezing him. But Mothra proceeded to stop that by using her webs as Izuku broke free by pulsing out of it, rushing forward, turn as crashing into her. Izuku rushing at her as he proceeded to charge the tonic breath as proceeding to use to catapult himself forward and smashing himself into her by punching her, using the momentum to punch at her, sending her flying towards Scar King. As gravity reset, they proceed to fall. Zuko throwing a couple rocks at the other Kongs and seeing how Kong, Godzilla, and Scar King and Chimo fall through the portal. Shocking. As Kong locked his axe right at the entrance before, he dropped in. Zuko seeing this, proceeded to follow along. As watching this happen, It was on the Earth's surface once again. Scar King was on the surface, and, well, they proceeded to see as the large titan proceeded to tell Shimo to freeze the Earth. She started the process before she could finish. Well, Kong rose from the waters, and Godzilla came in, roaring, knocking her over on her side. Kong rushing in, smashing his fist, and Scar King, as he proceeded to spit out a tooth. Kong looking at him and simply said, "Now, how does it feel? Doesn't feel so good, does it?" Scar King looked pissed and snarling as he proceeded to grab a building. He with his whip, throwing at Kong as Kong proceeded to use his beast glove and charging with lightning, destroying the whole building completely. Those poor people. Izuku proceeded to rush on Shimo as proceeding to tackle her, but she knocked his axe over. He proceeded to fall upon the ground. Everyone in Mario proceeded to watch the four titans had a full-on brawl. They're destroying everything, as Mitsuki simply says. Well, this is the cost. They proceeded to watch as the titans proceeded to fight. Izuku proceeded to be charging as be tail slapping Shimo away as he proceeded to see this as Scar King was thrown as he proceeded to smash upon the ground, getting up slowly. Izuku roaring as he proceeded charging forward, using his tail, slapping himself on the ground as proceeding to do a sliding kick towards Scar King as Scar King was surprised being proceeded to be launched away by the momentum, crashing into the buildings as Han looked shocked as proceeded to blink as saying, "When could you ever do that?" Izuku proceeded to smile. "I always could do this. There's just some things you never know about me, monkey boy." Okay. Proceeding to see Shimo as she proceeded to fire at Kong. Scar King grabbing the Izuku as proceeding to push him along his side. Unknowingly, yes. Shimo proceeded to drag Kong upon the ground as Scar King, seeing this opportunity, smiling. Izuku got up once again as he proceeded to charge his radiation to the maximum. Alright. I hope you're ready for this. As he started to glow brightly with pink and purple energy started to glow upon his whole body, shining his spine like a Christmas tree. As the inside of his torso started to glow pink, as the outer edges would proceed to glow purple. As he fired his ray, seemed to have a mixture between, well, the new GVK, Atomic Spiral Ray, and Shin Godzilla's. He proceeded to fire the attack as Scar King, seeing this, he proceeded to start to run. Start to dodge as he proceeded to swing his whip, Izuku grabbing with his bare teeth, as he proceeded to tug Scar King over as he proceeded to throw him. Scar King thrown as Izuku proceeded to shatter the whip into pieces as the crystal proceeded to fall along. Scar King, seeing the crystal nearby close, smiling as he proceeded to rush forward towards it as Izuku proceeded to fire his spiral heat. Spiral Ray. It cut buildings, leaves melting and burning. As he proceeded to scathe Scar King's back, but he grabbed the crystal, then firing yet again. He proceeded to have to drop the crystal to get away from the large attack. As Izuku seeing Scar King Kong in trouble, he proceeded to fire his ray at Shimo, as her attention was now upon him, charging right at her as Kong proceeded to smash his gauntlet as proceeding to free the ice from his arm. Looking at the crystal, he proceeded to make his way towards, but Scar King proceeded to put him in a chokehold. Scar King proceeded to smile. "This is the end for you, ape. Once I get my crystal back, I'll make sure to freeze you." Super Scout, "I'm not so sure about that one." I seen Suko in the distance. "Suko, destroy the crystal." Suko proceeded to nod as he proceeded to see the crystal, swinging Kong's battle axe, destroying it immediately. The energy released from the crystal proceeded to explode, sending the Titans flying. Freeing Shimo, as well as Skarking proceeded to look horrified. No! This can't be happening! As he proceeded to remember his last defeat. As Kong proceeded to say, well then, time to fight fire with fire. Skarking proceeds to say, I shall not be winned by down like this. I shall rise. Proceeding to grab Zuko along with Kong's battle axe, he proceeded to see Kong rushing forward and clocking him as sending him crashing down. Skarking proceeded to grab Kong's battle axe as the two proceeded to fight. Zuko seeing this as he proceeded to sort of snarl at Kong, seeing how he's being bested by this monkey. Seeing Shima, she proceeded to seem dazed. Shimo. She looked at him as, Goji, I know right now is not the time, but we need your power. Help me defeat this freaking ape, and you'll be free. For good. She understood a nod, looking very seriously. You're right. I need to have a chit-chat with that fucking ape. The two Titans proceed to rush forward. Zuko in shock as seeing it's all happening as three monsters now gained up on Skarking. He proceeded to dodge Godzilla's top gray as proceeding to dodge Kong's beast glove. Seeing Kong's beast glove, grabbing it and proceeding to do a taekwondo move, flipping him over. Kong, seeing Godzilla's ray coming at him once again, he proceeded to block with the axe as charging up, rushing forward and slamming to Godzilla, seeing him back crash into a building. As then, Zuko came in, rushing forward, as scratching his face. Smoking grabbing him and saying, you're the first to go down. But before that could happen, well, Mothra came in, and as she proceeded to grab upon Skarking's body, grabbing Skarking, as proceeded to throw him. The ape proceeded to collapse as losing the axe, proceeding to snarl, damn you, you stupid moth. Then he proceeded to see Shimo as Shimo, take out that fucking moth. Seeing this, as she simply looked at him, what are you waiting for? Do as I say! She simply snarled as she proceeded to fire her ice ray at him. As a shock, he proceeded to rush forward, tried to run, but he was frozen. No! What are you doing? You dare rebel against me? Kong grabbing his axe as he proceeds to simply look. Well, look at that. Nice job. She simply had a satisfied look on her face. Yes. I'll do the final blow. This is for imprisoning me for so long. I'm going to enjoy this. She proceeded to swing her tail as Skarking proceeded to say, no! Let's smash it to bits. Seeing this as everyone proceeded to look proud of this, Zuko proceeded to see this as he proceeded to fire his ray, hitting the rest of the remainings as a huge explosion proceeded to cause as everything was, well, the Skarking in icy chunks, so it's now, well, ash. Rio was, well, once again saved as Zuko proceeded to look around. Everyone was just fine. Zuko proceeded to charge his atomic breath as they're seeing the fire into the sky, reversing what Shimo did to the environment as everything went back to normal. He simply turned towards Kong and say, good job, monkey boy. You're not so bad as I thought you were. Kong proceeded to look, saying, why, thank you, Godzilla. But I wish you just, didn't attack me at first. As long as you keep the balance, that's all I care about. Kong proceeded to make, alright, Zuko, let's go. Zuko proceeded to understand and nod, following along. They proceeded to make their way towards the Hollow Earth entry point, as Shimo proceeded to follow. Shimo, as Suzuki simply said, she proceeded to turn towards him, saying, "You can always stay on the surface if you want. You can have the Arctic for yourself." She simply looked at him as simply saying, "I'll be fine. I think I'll just protect the Hollow Earth with the apes." Okay. He always has his place in the surface, no matter what. She proceeded to nod and smile as she proceeded to follow along as Mothra simply says, "Look at you, Goji. So nice." He's just gonna be scowled at, saying, "Shut up, Mothra." Looking at her is saying, "Well, I'm glad you're not hurt. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna go back to Rome and take a nap." "Right, you lost your den." "Whatever. We'll make do with the Colosseum." He proceeded to make his way towards Rome, as proceeded to swam towards to take a nap. She proceeded to watch him as seeing him leave. "Oh, that's Goji for you." She proceeded to head back to Hollow Earth as diving. Proceeding to enter the Hollow entry point to go seal up the organic force field, whatever that thing was. Izuku arrived once again back at Rome, proceeding to close his eyes. Sleep. As he proceeded to go out cold. Just what I need. Rest. As he proceeded to sleep, he proceeded to open his eyes. He felt something. Oh, not again. He proceeded to get up as proceeding to make his way out, leaving Rome. As proceeding to dive into the ocean once again. As he proceeded to dive into the ocean, waiting for whatever was popping in. As arriving where he felt he needed to be, he saw him. "So, you arrived." As Space Constable appeared within the light from the sky, as he appeared at Suzuki, snarled, "Space, what are you doing here?" "Yeah, I'm here to do some things. Here, there, short stuff. Blah, 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 blah." Izuku proceeded to snarl, charging up as his body started to glow pink. "Ooh, I like the color. Looks very nice. But I'm not here to attack you. I'm actually here to give you a warning." "Warning?" "Yes. There is a threat on the way here." "What threat?" "It's the aliens. They're back." Zuko's eyes widened, hearing this. "You're lying." "Now, if I was lying, why would I tell you this? I have no reason to lie." "Not to you, brother." Izuku snarled, simply baring his fangs. "I like the look, though. Looks very nice, but I'm not sure that level of power you'll stand any notion of a chance." Izuku proceeded to snarl, finding this irritating. This is not what he needs. "Well, maybe if you can, hurry it up a bit. Alright then, when are they coming? In a year's time. If I were you, I would gather all the energy you need, absorb it, but as much as you need to fight them. Because they're coming with their own armada. Titans from different universes. Like us. Even versions of us from other universes. They're coming to destroy all of us. So, yeah, that's all the thing I can say. Great. Thanks. Yeah, you useless freaking space freak. Basically, those who said, hey, no, don't be so rude. Remember that legend? What? The Zoahawa? Dogoju that ate a star? Yeah, what about it? Oh, yada. You're gonna need that amount of energy. More than a star. Azuki proceeded to remember how much energy. Enough for take out everyone who want to go. That amount of energy. I don't know if I have enough energy to do that. I only have one form, but that kills me in the end. No, that thermonuclear thing that you did against Ghidorah. You know about that? That form won't do. What? Even if Mothra gave you her life essence, it still wouldn't do. The only form that can actually probably help would be that burning form of yours. Izuku's eyes would widen. That's the only thing I know I can't do. It'll kill me. You're a singular point. You'll come back. Yeah, it'll take me a while to come back. Yeah, but it's better than leaving the whole planet in chaos. Izuku snarled, simply snarling at him. What do you want? You gotta absorb all the energy you need. If you don't do it, well, this whole planet's screwed. So, good luck. Izuku simply snarled, proceeding to say, guess you're not gonna help, can you? I'll help you when the time comes. And to help you also, here you go. You proceeded to lend a chunk of his energy. Izuku proceeded to glow a gold color for just a moment as the energy would fade from his body. That will come in time when you need it. Now, I'll be off. You proceed to fall into the air as you go gather some energy. As he proceeded to vanish in a bright light disappearing. I need allies. He proceeded to dive into the water as he proceeded to swim off. Mothra. As he made a telepathic link with her, as he to simply say, I heard everything, and she simply says, I'll tell Kong. Yeah, get the apes. I can use her help. Diving into the water to stopping. He simply sighed as had one thought. I might need humanity's help as well. You're actually going to ask for help from them. I might. There's no point not. You get the Kongs and Gears and Rodan's help. I'll go ask for some humanity to help us. As Suzuki proceeds to say, but first I need to gain some energy. Preparing to go gain some more radiation. This threat that, space just said he wouldn't stand a chance at his current level. Yeah, right. A few months later, They proceeded to watch as Gojira was now taking another chunk of their another another plant of radiation air chamber as he proceeded to exert the energy as he had a energy was flowing throughout his body. He was glowing a bright purplish pink color than before. So much brighter and brighter. He was literally melting surroundings. It's insane, as Coxie simply says. He's been doing this for months now. What is he doing? I don't know, as Kirishima simply says. But I see wisps of blue coming off of him like crazy. Where is he going? What should I know? He proceeded to dive into the ocean that's disappearing. Well, he had no clue. They proceeded to planning everything that was, well, going on. A few hours go by as they get an alert upon as Dr. Andrews proceeded and proceeded to call up the radio as she told what's going on. As Skotsky proceeded to be landed as saying, Godzilla's in Hollow Earth. What? Why? He's at the temple. Why is he at the temple? What's going on? He's absorbing the radiation from the temple. He's absorbing everything. This is where the confound battle axe. Exactly, he's right under Hong Kong. Well, that's something. So, what's the G-Man doing? He's glowing blue, pink, and purple. Quite literally, he's melting everything around him. Where is he now? He's making his way back up. He should be on the surface in 2 hours. Quite literally, I would, if I were you, evacuate everyone in Hong Kong. Right. Tell the monitor base to evacuate there now. Right. As Kirishima is proceeding to do a call over there. Inko and Misaki proceeded to look around. Again, as everyone proceeded to work. What's going on? As Misaki simply says. Izuku's going wild. Going the planet around, absorbing the radiation everywhere. He even went back to the freaking poles. And Darchek to absorb the energy there, but this is not enough for what he's looking for. So what is he doing? He's absorbing everything. Quite literally everything. What happens he absorbed? I don't know. Not sure yet. If they proceeded to simply look as Godzilla was once again on the surface of the world, he proceeded to make his way leaving Hong Kong, diving to the ocean and swimming off. Where is he heading? That's the direction, so he's heading towards Japan. Shit. For the last place he hasn't hit. Alright. Evacuate the cities. Get everyone prepared. I would leave and go to a shelter if I were you too. No, we'll be here, as Cinco simply says. You don't need to be. You need to move. As they proceed to watch the large lizard make its way forward, they proceeded to panic as Izuku had not enough energy. He needed more. I need to go beyond my body's burning, go to that burning state yet again. But how am I supposed to do that without enough energy? Well, Fire Rodan's around. I could probably ask him, but he's in hibernation. I'll head to him last. Izuku proceeded to make his way forward as he proceeded to swim faster, arriving at Japan. He proceeded to go to the ridge to the next nuclear reactor, as absorbing that energy there. Once he did so, he was quite literally, everything was melting. He proceeded to make his way looking around. As he dived into the waters, and, well, he disappeared. As he could go into a human form, he proceeded to make his way as arriving in front of Monarch's base. Reforming back to Titan form as he simply proceeded to look around. He needed more energy, and he had a hunch they had some more. Sir, he's outside, isn't he? Pretty much. They proceeded to watch us go outside to see the large Titan right outside, glowing brightly. As you can proceed to go look down, seeing his mother and his aunt, Kachan. Making a connection with Kachan immediately is this has been a while. 10 years. His eyes would widen as he proceeded to mentally talk with him. So I'm still around. You thought I was a mindless animal, didn't you, for a moment? No, don't. What do you expect me to do? It's whatever. I need your help. What kind of help do you need? He proceeded to explain the whole situation as eyes proceeded to widen as he proceeded to nod. And also, I need you to do something for me. Give me a couple of those thermonuclear bombs. A couple of them. How many? 3. That's going beyond your limits. I know. You do another. If you exert another 50, if you exert more energy like that, you're going to go into that thermonuclear state. You'll burn yourself out. I need enough energy to match myself. I was going to go evolve once again. But after that, I'm going to exert fire dance energy. Oh shit. This is going to go, you're going to burn yourself out. You're not going to burn yourself out. You're going to literally go burning it again. You'll kill yourself at this rate. It's whatever. Just do what I say. Do it now. Okay, fine. As he proceeded to start to walk away, dive into the ocean, disappearing under the waters, and go say, is he conscious? Then something else, he heard more words. Don't tell her anything. Tell her I'm a mindless animal. This animal, as simply Cassie lied as saying, no, I spoke to him telepathically, but he didn't recognize me. Mizuki Midoriya is gone. You're lying. Cassie looked at her with her eyes. The eyes said everything. He's gone. As she was shaking him, I'm sorry, Auntie. Deku's gone. He proceeded to enter in as Kirishima said, why'd you lie to her? He asked me to. Okay. I need you to do something for me. Grab 3 thermonuclear bombs. Put the cord toward this direction. Drop them there. From there. After that, the rest is history. Just do it. Okay. As he started to make his way towards Fire Dance, then he needed to get them there quick. As Suzuki proceeded to look at Fire Dance Den as arriving. Rodan? So, You've come once again. You need my energy? I need it desperately. At this rate, you're gonna go down that burning path yet again. You'll kill yourself. I know, but I need the energy. Once you join me, you'll unlock your spiral heat ray. Well, your red spiral. It might be maybe even the heat ray. I just need the red spiral. I'll try not to kill myself. Don't overheat. As Faradan's energy proceeded to flow through, Izuku proceeded to feel the energy building in. As he absorbed all of Faradan's energy, as his dorsal plate started to glow a red color, a crimson red color, as he was burning up of energy. As Izuku proceeded to understand, as he proceeded to make his way to the polar ice caps, it was time to exert the last remaining of those bombs and get to moving. He arrived at the area he needed to be, waiting for them to drop them. I seen them right there. He arrived as waiting for them to explode. He proceeded to detonate them himself by tail slapping them as the energy quite literally hit him in the face. Exerting all the energy he could before, well, he quite literally blew himself up. He threw them, but barely. Now he was quite literally making the ocean boil. He proceeded to make his way towards the Arctic once again to trigger another evolution. Arriving there, he proceeded to delay as freezing up as triggering the evolution part of his genetics as it started. Closing his eyes as he proceeded it to evolve. Flashbacks against the fight he had against the aliens, the controlling, the manipulating, the Kaiser Ghidorah. This time, he'll put them down for sure. Third time's the charm, right? He proceeded to open his eyes as his eyes glow as he proceeded to break free from the ice. A shimmering color of blue, pink, purple, and red, and orange would shimmer off his body as he proceeded to roar loudly. He freed himself from the ice as he triggered his evolution. He looked the same, but his capacity teaching was now 3 times more. Now it was time to prepare for this fight. He proceeded to dive into the waters to, well, gather his allies and head to the Hollow Earth. It's time.